Now, are you looking to update the firmware on your Celestron Nexstar Plus hand controller? Updating the hand controller firmware is crucial to using your Celestron mount, and the various add-ons like the Celestron Autoguider, which I've covered this accessory in a previous product review. Now, in this video, I will guide you through the process of the firmware upgrade, so you can use these accessories or the extra features that the firmware updates give you. Hi, it's Gerald from Optics Central with you here today, and today we will continue with the video manual series. Today I will go through with you how to upgrade the firmware on your Celestron Nexstar Plus hand controller in an easy to follow step-by-step process. Now, before you begin, you need to identify the handset. Now, there are two types of Nexstar Plus hand controllers. There is the newer USB version and an older serial version as well. Now, with the new hand controller, it's pretty easy actually. So you simply connect it with a USB cable, a micro USB cable from the hand controller to the USB port of your computer. Now, there's enough power from your PC to power on the hand controller. Now, with the older style hand controllers, they're a little bit more complicated. It's the one with the serial type. You will need this specialized control cable that goes from the RSJ12 serial connection to the USB port of your computer. Now then, in order to upgrade the handset, it will mean that the hand controller will need to be connected to the computer via this cable. And the cable that is fixed to the handset needs to be connected to the hand controller port of the mount for the controller to get power. Then the firmware can begin. Now, if you don't connect this type of handset to the mount, there's no signal for the CFM and updating software to begin, so it will not be recognized. So gather your tools. You'll need a PC, a micro USB cable, and the Celestron Firmware Manager CFM software. Now, download the CFM from the official Celestron website. Now, it's important as well to make sure that Java is turned on as well. Now, it's important that updating firmware can be quite risky. If you're using a laptop, ensure your battery is fully charged or connected to the mains power. The thing is, you want to avoid interruptions during the process. So let's get started. So the first step you want to do is download the firmware. So we need to visit the Celestron website. Now, we need to look for the latest firmware update and download that to your computer. So click download next to the corresponding version that you want to download. The next step is to connect the handset and the computer together. The next thing you want to do is we need to enter bootloader mode. How to get to this is you need to hold the menu and Celestron buttons simultaneously. While you're holding the buttons, connect the USB cable and the handset should enter bootloader mode, indicated by the LEDs or a screen message. So what we need to do now is update with the CFM. So launch CFM on your computer. Select your handset model, the Nexstar Plus, and the connected port. In this case, it's COM3. Click Start Update. Do not disconnect the handset. The update process should take a few minutes and you'll see everything being uploaded, so just be a bit patient. Then you'll have verification and completion. Now, once it's completed, the CFM will display a success message that all your devices are up to date. And now it's just a case of disconnecting the USB cable, then power on your handset. Verify the new firmware version in your handset, and you'll find that under Utilities or About this handset. Your firmware must display 5.35 or above. Now, just make a note, if it hasn't worked and you still see version 3.34, the firmware hasn't worked for you, and try this once again. It might take a couple of goes. I know I've tried it, I had to do it twice, but in the end I got there. So congratulations, your handset is now up to date and you're ready to use the new features that are now available on your mount, or you can even now go ahead and use the Starsense Autoguider. So there you have it. By following these fairly simple steps, you've successfully updated your Celestron handset firmware. Now, I hope this video helps you understand how to upgrade the firmware on your Celestron handset. Now, get out there and enjoy the new features that you can now use with your telescope. And from all of us at Optics Central, we wish you clear skies, look up, and enjoy the wonders of the universe. Just some extra tips as well. Always consult your manual for specific model instructions. And if you encounter any issues, visit the Celestron support website or even contact their support service. I found their support to be very responsive and quite good.